Hey, what's going on? You know who it is, you know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. All right, man. Well, the WBC shows its ugly head, shows its ugly, biased, bigoted face towards, in particularly, black fighters. Now, a woman by the name of Nancy Rodriguez, and you can tell by what her last name, what her nationality is, more than likely, or what her origins is. She put up, I think, a tweet, or she posted a comment, I think, on the WBC website, basically accusing Tank of tampering with his gloves. But I'm about to dispel that, because here's the thing. Tank went from using, he was going to originally use Grant gloves, which everybody knows that's a puncher's glove, you know, for dudes that hit real hard. But he switched from Grant to winner's gloves, which has extra padding. You know, a lot of people call them Mickey Mouse gloves because they have a lot of padding. You know, so basically it protects your hands, and, you know, when you hit somebody, they don't feel the impact of what you might, you know, hit them with if you have gloves with less padding. So he switched. So she says, oh, they didn't get signed off by the commission, so therefore something is strange. You know, at the end of the day, once again, this is why I keep telling you there ain't no such thing as no black and brown unity, because at the end of the day, all this come down to is her seeing Leo Santa Cruz, who is of Mexican descent, get brutally knocked out by Tank, a black fighter. So instead of giving Tank his props, she accuses him of something, which, let's keep this in mind. Unlike Tyson Fury, which you know damn well I'm gonna make a comparison. Unlike Tyson Fury, Tank don't have a history. The only thing Tank has had trouble with in his career is making weight for fights. But that's about it. Because Tank, out of all his fights, only one person has managed to go the distance with Tank. So Tank is what you would consider a knockout artist. And I feel for Nancy Rodriguez to basically accuse Tank of doing something without even remotely any type of proof, I think it's irresponsible and is biased on the WBC's part, which clearly shows that they are biased when it comes to Hispanic fighters, and particularly Mexican fighters. Keep in mind, they fixed it to where Canelo could use a certain amount of, you know, combuterol, or not Canelo, or just fighters, period, from Mexico could test positive for a certain amount of combuterol without it being considered a dirty test. So you tell me that wasn't biased? Well, like I said before, we the only ones that's made to feel guilty for being who we are, which is black and proud. We the only ones that get ridiculed for looking out for our own. Now, I'm gonna go around, I'm gonna troll some channels and see what they're gonna have to say about this. Because keep in mind, when the Fury stuff, they was saying we were crying and all this kind of stuff. And I'm gonna definitely look at the black content creators who are trying to take their little subliminal swipes at the LDBC and other channels, who were basically, you know, keeping close eye to this Tyson Fury thing. But at the end of the day, yeah, I'm naming her name. Her name is Nancy Rodriguez. And she works with the WBC. Just shameful. Just shameful. You know, it's just shameful where boxing is as a whole. You know, I'm just keeping it 100. And the WBC, like I said, it's to the point, I just think any black fighter at this point should consider giving back their championship if they represent the WBC. Because the WBC clearly has a bias towards and shows flat out racism and bigotry and and nepotism towards fighters that are Hispanic, particularly Mexican descent. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. Just shameful. This your boy Town Biz. I'll have more later on.